Go ahead and head in. Okay, first one is mutant. Sauron's fine, plenty of things to do there. I think I used Viv and was careful. Plenty of options. Is there anyone here that's a problem for a generic mutant? Not really. Probably want an evade counter for Black Widow, but that's about it. Also an evade counter for Cassie. Cool. Yeah, why not? She doesn't really do anything for us, but let's go ahead. Yeah, that was my fault. Alright. Hey, Ability J. How's it going? Ability and J. I've never really felt like I know what I'm doing with Cassandra. Going okay, but I don't know. Alright. Run the special 2. Don't think we're gonna have any frostbite left. Yep. Yeah, Blue Marvel's been locked for a while. I can't really answer questions about him, but he is done. Who was next? Was it Cassie? No, still Drax, so we can kind of throw someone away here. That'll be fun. Here we go. pretty good.
Yeah, we have to be way ahead on these things. I forget exactly when, but he's been basically done since before winter break. Sure, just auto run at me. Don't give me the intercept bonus. Welcome, Bart. Yeah, I knew that was a risk.
I have no idea why I did that. Cool.
Alright, we'll heal. I have addressed this before, Retin. It's not like 100% locked in, but we have somebody who's penciled in for it, and it can only really be one of two people. Just because our schedules are set that far in advance. Hey, Zemo, welcome. Yeah, the dialogue was a lot of fun this month. Were you not watching the same fight I was, Magnus?
Just one crit.
Yeah, I had 200% increased attack, like everyone else on this lane, bro. But you know what else I had? I had a 25% automatic heal at the start of the fight, and it still finished in 3 bars, like almost everyone else. I'll grade my boy on a curve. Yeah, Apocalypse is a monster. He's just not a Battlegrounds character. That's the long and short of it. Like, that was I think the other thing you're missing, that was a 6-star Apocalypse. Performing on par with Sunspot. Hey, MSD. mean, yeah, Weapon X did pretty well, but he had 200% increased attack. Hey, Z, how's it going? Hey, Clown, welcome. I should put a relic on Sabretooth. Probably the Wolverine one, since the odds of me using him when I'm not trying to heal with this special 2 are honestly pretty low at the moment. Nothing against him. Ooh, that was my fault. That was 100% my fault. Woohoo! Bummer. Alright, well, we'll just use something that we would have sold tomorrow at 10 a.m. anyway. Yeah. I did enjoy the old school Sabretooth run, and it's probably even more fun now for anyone who hasn't done it. Ooh, that would be lovely. Let me check. Yeah. We can do that. Let me put that in now. Thinking too much about healing? No, that was just... that was just a rookie dex. Just way, way too early. I'm sorry to hear that, Easy. It's always tough to make those moves. Oops. One piece away from Deathless Thanos. Very cool, Goodman. Enjoy. I can understand that, but I think the just complete and total shutdown of Purify, pretty darn good even to this day. Yeah, I can understand that, Jason. Like, I do really like her. This is not her place to shine because of the base attack scaling. Like, she technically had the Furies, but she didn't really have the Furies. It was just for the basics, which I wasn't even thinking about when I went into it. She's really fun. There's some very powerful abilities. I feel like we were appropriately careful around said powerful abilities, like the just I lock you down for X amount of time, but I understand appropriate isn't always the most exciting. I don't know. I think she'll age well, but got my eye on her. Anyway, how many more do we have? 3. It would theoretically be nice if I healed. Do I have anyone who can do that? Sauron can. I'll try that on the next one. Let's do Jean for Dazzler, just because Dazzler has a way of being annoying. And yeah, you're also right, Magnus. It's very difficult for someone who basically deleted a class for a year or so to have then aged well against them. Like, Nimrod is still cracked, but yes, there absolutely are mutant defenders he can't take. It's almost like it was on purpose. Dang it. Yeah. So many catalysts. Like, my account has grown a lot, but there's still a lot of characters that I want to build. Hey, Phil. Oh, I didn't see you earlier. No. Oops. Done. Not playing this well for ramping. I figure that's better. Ah, Lottery Dino is killing me. Like, if it's... I swear, when you want to build prowess, every hit deals a burst of damage. When you want to heal off the special one, every hit gains prowess. He is just so frustrating. Like, stuff like this is why Photon gains or inflicts debuffs on her first and third lights instead of having a chance on every light. Because this stuff gets to me.
Okay, don't really have any healers left, and that's okay. So let's just do something big.
Yeah, Laura wasn't gonna keep her old reject. But I get it. Please build multi-select selectors. I know we can do it. I've been doing it by accident more lately too, Jason. And I'm sure there's a reason that it's moved, but yeah. Let me make a note to bring that up. My my suspicion is that because right now they only have so much control across different devices that this is what they feel like is the best middle ground. And that we may just have to live with it for now, but I don't like that answer. Because the other thing that I've noticed is that sometimes in trying to avoid the new striker, I've been active or accidentally activating specials more too, as like a way of compensating. And that is not awesome. 18 ISO selectors. Yeah. Well, and the funny thing is that like our current selector tech is getting in the way of us giving out good rewards because sometimes the best way to give out rewards for player agency and for like avoiding bottlenecks and RNG and all of that is with selectors. But our selector experience sucks. And we just need to fix that. Okay, watch out for Guardian. We'll want true accuracy there. Save someone, probably Chielth for Hulk Ragnarok. The rest of this looks pretty okay. Cool, cool. Hercules is just Hercules. Always annoying. Literally moved how I hold the phone, so now I'm swiping by the health bar. Yeah, that's not awesome. I mean, I use the iPad for real estate reasons, but like I said, it's still getting to me sometimes. Oh. I'm not used to Frank. Like, there's no reason to think that the crush would have activated with the special there. Not without doing the second light. But for some reason, that's where my brain went. State reasons. I got big hands, man. I can't see through them on a phone. Yeah, for Hercules, I think we do a Tuma because I don't want anything to fail. Okay, the rain's starting outside. That's the beginning of the storm. Stay safe, everybody. That... I swear I saw that reported somewhere, Magnus, but thank you for the reminder. I'll follow up on it. Yeah, pretty much like that easy. Like, everything about the selectors can look the way it is now, except that instead of just clicking on one and then hitting confirm, they should all have little, like, plus-minus things under them. Kind of like the gifting experience, right? Like, we literally have this in our gifting tech. If you think back to the accolades, you could send, like, 6 to 1 person. It exists in the game. It just has not been ported to selectors yet. Oh yeah, Frank is very weak. I say that with affection, but he is very weird. That was my fault. There we go. Early release. That was my fault. That was way too late. Oh, that hurt. I'm gonna call it in. Don't even need selectors anymore. For ISO, sure. I don't mind about that. I'm more thinking like tier 6 class catalysts, right? Like, I would love for us to be able to give out 30 tier 6 class catalysts in one go and let people pick them without you having to go through that dialogue 30 times. Same thing with like Sig Stones. It just... Current way, ain't it? Hornet Sands. Perk, come on, buddy. Thou hast stripped me of my armor penetration stats. For that I shall not forgive thee. Give people a token. I mean, as long as you can... That's kind of the same end result in a lot of ways. Because the reason that doesn't bother you is that when you go to the store, you still have the ability to click and buy, like, 10 of something at once. We just need the ability to do that with selectors. Because the unpopular point is that for economy balance reasons, it is important for us to be able to give selectors that you actually have to claim right then, as opposed to having unlimited inventory capacity, or us like tracking another inventory so that you can only have like 5 tokens at a time, which would then get in the way of you being able to trade it more than 5 at once. You get where I'm going. Like, economy designers have a vested interest in you not being able to hold unlimited amounts of something. Selectors are a important response to not letting people hold unlimited amounts of things. Therefore, we need selectors, but the selector experience needs to not suck. It just really needs to not suck. I raised this to the team literally this week, so hopefully soon. Yeah. There are a bunch of ways to solve it, and kind of like I said earlier, like between the stores and the gifting, I feel like the tech for fixing selectors is not that big an ask. We just have to like assign a front-end engineer to it for a little bit. We're just doing a fair amount of stuff right now, which I imagine is not a huge surprise to anybody. Because, yeah, you all know Ascension is coming. Ascension requires some extra work. But once it's out there, we should have resources again. I think the answer to your question in general, Jay, is no, I'm not able to say anything, but I want to clarify. Are you specifically asking about the guaranteed one for 400 in the store? I definitely can't answer that. Just curious. I really like Moondragon. The whole light intercept thing means like I'm not surprised I lost health there, and because this is the skill one, there's a decent chance that we're just going excuse me, to use potions somewhere in here. I can just live with that, because they'd expire otherwise. Ah, that was my fault I didn't adapt to the evade. I knew it was coming. Hey, work, how's it going? I ranked up the 6-star Joe Fixit just because of EQ. That is not insane. Yeah, Joe's really good for getting the health back. Okay, willpower is going to help with Sue. I think this is a good place to take Patriot because he's going to be really tanky against her. And I can just slow play it, so it's fine that he doesn't get in Furies. Yeah, I bet work. Why did I do that? I was like, look, an intercept! Playing with my monkey brain over here. Being booze and jerky. We got bread for PBJs, picked up some fruit, like apples and stuff, in case we feel like we can't open the fridge because the power's out. We'll be okay, though. My parents don't live far away. Like, we've got enough for a few days. If we somehow run out, they've got enough for a few days more on top of that, plus what they need for themselves. Like, I think we'll be... I'm not too concerned about myself. Obviously, I hope things go well, because I think if things go well for us, it's more likely to go well for people in general. And I would love it if nobody died this time. Simply put. Who is here again? Let's check for the third time. Okay, Doc. Then this is probably not where I want to try and heal with Blade. Let's just run through it. No, Adrian, I really phoned it in on this one. I think he sucks and I failed. Like, I'm not gonna, like, lay into you, but what answer are you expecting, buddy? Hey, Kurt, how's it going, man? Your senator is on the issue on safety of Laguna Beach. Yeah, hard at work on his pre-planned vacation, as usual. Your 524 skill gems. I mean, it's the weekend and we're isolating because of the storm. I could take a shot every time somebody asks now. What am I doing? I haven't built any monster mats. Oh, right. No true accuracy. Silly me. Okay, maybe he does want the guaranteed crits, and it's worth giving up the true accuracy for. Again, maybe not. Should have gone for the special 2 for the unblockable. That was stupid. Alright. If you want to do a shot stream. Thanks, Lawrence. I'm looking forward to talking about him in the future. That is the way it goes sometimes, easy. Okay, fine, I'll put it on cooldown. I was blocking! I was blocking! Yep, still hate his animations. He's got that Nefaria, I could have been a defender BS going on. Clearly not. At some point, what's good? It's not really my department, and I agree that it's time. But it's definitely not going to be updated every time, you know? Okay, who's left? That's fine. By the time he comes out, that's probably true for me too, Jason. I'm definitely gonna think about it. Whoops. My bad. Otherwise, I'll just do Zemo. That's valid. No, not yet. You're talking to someone who took up a science champion as the first rank 5, Jason. He does appreciate the class. Very much so, work. I'm glad the tenor seems mostly positive at the moment. That's not always true. I do appreciate y'all. Looks like my internet's slowing down a little bit. Nah, no worries at all. I forgot how short that disorient was. My bad. Also my bad. Cool, I'll take that. Not perfectly timed, but enough. Let me touch the... If you can get that through Marvel approvals, I like it. The idols will eventually go to the basics, yeah. I believe it's in order, so like Lumitrix will be first. Air Server is doing a fantastic job of making sure that I don't pay for the full version tomorrow. Jesus, this is brutal. Yeah, service is fine. Hey, Jay, thanks for being a member. Hey, Vital. Alright, speaking of Zemo. Nice, Jake. I do need to publish some more. I've been a bad YouTuber the past few weeks. I intend to work on that. Next one is Glad Hulk, right? Yeah. Oh, I didn't even use a Koyak. Silly me. Indeed. If only he had some squawking sounds. Yes, I know, I know. What does he do again? Cool. Prowess good. Wish I had my Toad. I mean, I could use the 6-star, but that's just taking longer than we need to. That's actually a pretty good match for her. No. Yeah, I'm intentionally not leaving it until the last minute. Whoops. Every time. It's fine, that wasn't bad until then. Oh, for. Well, protection didn't matter. Yeah, no, but that's different. Like, the O's and Marvel aren't gonna sue you for having your own stuff on the side that you're not selling. But us putting it in game is different. generally sounds like good advice, Sans. Alright, we don't really have to be nearly as precious here. Science lines up better against the various options. We should watch for Immortal Hulk, because we do need to actually deal burst damage to him, but somebody like Spider-Punk would be fine. For the most part, this isn't dangerous. Alright.
That's all fine as well.
Yeah, I know, Cat. That's getting to me. Also, need to change Scorpion stat focus. That's okay. Yeah, that was dumb. Like, he dies here, but that was damage we didn't have to take. Well, that's the thing, Sans. The system wasn't designed to guarantee that you double up. I think the answer in this case is you don't. No, sure. Please, hit me with a light attack for the split freaking seconds that I'm blocking. I don't think so, Magnus. That's probably a next live stream type of thing.
Excuse me.
Welcome, Elijah. Yeah, if I get stuck with 4 class, I kind of hope one of them is Cosmic, because that's... I don't know. That's the one that I find the various roles the weakest. I don't know that that even makes sense, but that feels like kind of getting things out of the way if I'm just doing Cosmic. Welcome in. Certainly is possible, Sam. Ouch. Alright, well, the close was fun. Guillotine, so we want all physical damage because she's rude. Sure. Getting to the point where it's probably good to bring Joe in. There's our damage. Ah, that was dumb. That was way too soon to drop block. Yeah. I don't think it's worth going for the evade there at all. I wanted to try and be clever, but... that's okay. Hey, Darkness, welcome.
That one should be more doable.
See, that's... was trying to block accidental striker. Ooh, yeah, I'll talk to him. I know, I hear you. Doing my best. I hope it's not going to be too bad for us. I hate her so much. Yeah, this is a good place for something like it. Not optimized, but fine. Why do I keep doing this? That's what I meant to do. Hey, welcome. You guys have a tool we'd recommend? It's old, but I do have a video where I go over war planning, and there is a link to a sheet that you are free to copy and repurpose. Yeah, several nodes are probably out of date, and you would need to fix that, but you're welcome to that. Yeah, it is a Google sheet, like Jason's saying. I definitely think you want something like that as opposed to just typing the list, because like being able to quickly clear out who's assigned where and leave the nodes intact just as structure is pretty important. I know there are people who like some of the more formal tools at various websites, but I've never gotten into that. Yeah, I've always been a Google Sheets guy. Sim has made our sheet a lot prettier and more automatic, but that part is definitely not for sharing, honestly. Uh, don't think so, Retin. thank you. Whoa.
Bad time to miss a parry.
Have you heard him ask this before, Sans? I feel like you have. This one's gonna be a little slow, but if she heals, she heals. Did we just lose audio? Well, that's not cool. Yeah, I'm not paying for air server. It has not been reliable enough. Regen on the last hit. Classic. Yeah, I know y'all can hear me, but I just lost audio for the game and I'm seeing it not come through anymore. Were you not hearing game audio for the last hour and a half? I agree with you, Sans. Yeah, just do it. Omega Sentinel's good. Like, she's better when you have access to her dupe, but if you like her, I assume you're already using her in a bunch of places. Take her up. Okay, 3 more. Really weird. Yeah. It's a bummer how it just cut out. 1 second, right? I'm checking on an older split of the data real quick. This is not a substitution for a full investigation. I'm taking a quick look. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're just mistaken, honestly. Yeah. Like, there was a bug fix to Aegon recently where his Purify wasn't firing, and so that was fixed. But, like, I'm looking at code from... God, when would this have been? Like a year ago. Probably more. And it's exactly the same on the Purify lines. Like, because there are old implementation things that can be the difference between, like, Purify 1 debuff and Purify 1 of every kind of debuff. And so, like, I didn't want to say, no, it's not that without checking or something, but, like, it's exactly the same. So I think you're mistaken, Brett. Yeah, like, if there's old videos of him clearing a bunch of debuffs on a single crit, feel free to send them my way. I'll take a look at it, but I'm pretty confident that was never the intent. And looking at the code, I don't think that was the function. Yeah, it's really hard to approximate things like Necropolis, honestly. If you pick a path that's good for you and good for your rosters, or in your roster, and you do some prep, and you're not going in blind on the fights, then like I think Clown's estimate of 50 is a high bar on a clear is pretty fair. It is also absolutely possible to go into Necropolis and just get wrecked because you're not really paying attention. That feels like it could be fun. Buddy. Oh, no, that's my fault. That's my fault. Whew. Forgot about Rise to Power. Would have been a little more careful. Yeah, it's very easy to drop like 30 revives on phase 3 of the Grandmaster. It's also very possible, given the right counters and prep and everything, to solo it or get through in, 4 or 5 just off raw damage, right? Okay. I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break from streaming now that I'm at about 2 hours. Not ruling out coming back today. Obviously, that assumes I still have power. I may try the Elgato again. I've had it fully unplugged for a while on the theory that maybe putting it in timeout makes it behave, but I'm not holding my breath, so we'll see. But for now, thank you everybody for hanging out. Again, stay safe.
If you're in a place where the weather is not an issue, then just enjoy your weekend and see y'all soon.